Hello, everybody. It's Friday night, so welcome to episode 6 of Ben Jammin Jams. Today, I want to talk to y'all about this absolutely outstanding, dramatic, romantic movie called The Notebook from 2004. Oh, don't groan inside, because I know probably you're thinking, "Oh, gee, she's doing a chick flick." But I mean, the movie is cute, and it's not just for girls; it's for guys too. So, just let me tell you what's going on with this. Okay, so just bear with me here. Um, the movie has a running time of 2 hours and 4 minutes, but when you watch it, you really don't feel like it's 2 hours and 4 minutes because it just picks you up and just and holds you in real good, like from the beginning of this movie. So, a synopsis of the movie: it is a romantic drama that spans 60. It spans 6 decades. It's from 1940s up until present time, and it is the love story of a mill worker by the name of Noah Calhoun, who happens to fall in love at first sight with a rich girl by the name of Allie Hamilton. He sees her and he's like, "Yep, she's everything." Like it was love at first sight for him. And actually, if you think about it, if you really think about it and really watch the movie and like know the just looking at it, you can tell that she 100% fell in love with him at first sight as well too. That's the most beautiful, most cutesy part of the whole thing. But Noah being a mill worker and Allie coming from such wealth, her Allie's parents decide that this is not going to be a thing. Like you're not going to date somebody that doesn't have standing and doesn't have a lot of money. So they 100% put a monkey wrench in their relationship. Then when Allie's parents weren't messing with their relationship, the World War II comes into play, and Noah decides he's gonna go and fight for the country because Allie's parents messed it up for him to date her. So he's like, well, I'm just gonna go on ahead and serve my country and keep everything safe, and also get his mind off of her because once he fell in love with her, he never stopped loving her or never stopped thinking about her, which is the most beautiful part of the movie is that his love for her, it never ended no matter what was going on in their lives. Um, so the leads in this movie are absolutely outstanding. The young Noah is played by Ryan Gosling, and if you have not seen this young man, you will 100% never forget him once you do. The older version of Noah is played by the very talented James Garner, who starred on a TV series. He's known for the TV series called The Rockford Files, and yeah, he's just really talented actor. He's done a lot of great stuff. James Garner. And young Allie Hamilton is played by Rachel McAdams. And the older version of Allie is played by the incredible Gina Rowlands. She is definitely going to be back in this series again because she plays the lead in a movie that I'm absolutely dying to tell y'all about. But I'll tell you about that on another Friday. It was directed by Nick Cassavetes. The Notebook, I forgot to tell you this, is the movie version was adapted. The screenplay for the movie version was adapted from the novel by Nicholas Sparks of the same name, The Notebook. Very popular book, and Nicholas Sparks, if you're not familiar with his writing, he absolutely can write a very good love story. Some of them do not have such happy endings, and there's like a few that do. But either way, it's very well written. This young man is absolutely talented at writing, and so it was no wonder that this beautiful book was going to be turned into an absolutely outstanding movie. It was directed by Nick Cassavetes, as I said. The production company is Graham Via, and it was distributed. It was the production company is Grand Via, and New Line Cinemas distributed the movie so that everybody can see this absolutely amazing movie. The movie grossed $117.8 million. That's a lot of dough, y'all. But it only cost 29 million. So it 100% was a cash cow, as they say, for them. They did a good. It was so well done, and the acting is so incredible that it's not a miracle that it made all this money. So here are a couple of really interesting facts about the movie. So besides it being adapted, that's what I was going to tell you. It was adapted from Nicholas Sparks' book of the same name. In an interview with VH1, Nick Cassavetes said that Ryan Gosling and Rachel McAdams, the younger versions of the characters, of the main characters, they 100% just collided heads all the time on set. They were always arguing. At one point, Ryan Gosling says to Nick Cassavetes, "Can you find somebody else? Because this chick is not hitting it for me." And then Ryan even personally walked up to Rachel McAdams and said, "Yeah, you got to get up out of here." And she's like, "No, I'm staying and I'm gonna do this thing." Well, she didn't say that, but I'm just ad libbing obviously as I go along. But yeah, so she stayed, but the thing is, when you watch this movie, you cannot tell any of that is happening. They're that good at what they do that you couldn't even tell that there was anything wrong with what was going on with them. Which I thought was just very fascinating that they had like little tips all the time on set, and even and after the movie wrapped, they dated for a little while, which is kind of I guess they got over it. I guess maybe the argument was because of the passion that they were really actually feeling for each other was just not coming out in the production. And another fun fact is originally they were not going to cast Ryan Gosling for this role, but Ryan was the only one that came in and read for it, and that was like really persistent in it. They weren't going to hire Ryan Gosling because they told him that he wasn't attractive, and that he came off as kind of like he was like really nuts, which is the character Noah is kind of nuts and attractive, so he's not unattractive. And honestly, Ryan Gosling nor Noah, even if I was in Nicholas Sparks' head, I'm sure that the person that Noah was probably darn good looking too. So, but yeah, it's just interesting how that was a thing. Why I like the movie. It from this movie to me is one of the greatest love stories ever told. Another love story that I absolutely adore is called Jason's Lyric, but I'm definitely going to be talking about that later on. But The Notebook replaced Jason's Lyric for me because it just gripped me so instantly, and I just fell in love with it. And I was also going through a really horrible breakup at the time when I saw this movie, so it made me hopeful for the future, and it was the reason why I'm able to be married today is because this movie and Jason's Lyric both changed my life romantically. So like it made me rethink about what I was gonna not settle for and what I was gonna settle for. And yes, people say perfection is not a thing, and that's only people that don't have it. But it actually exists, and don't settle. That's one thing that's why I like the movie. And no matter who I watch the movie with, male or female, when they watch this movie and it's just us watching it and nobody's around, they actually cry because it's really beautiful, and there's nothing wrong with crying. Don't let anybody tell you that there is. Crying is great. Just don't do it at work because that's just weird. Just don't do it at work. Just don't. But cry in general, and just cry and let nobody tell you that crying is not a good thing. It's cathartic. It actually keeps you young looking, and it has all these great benefits. But I digress again. As I usually do sometimes when I'm really excited about something. Yeah, that's really all I have. I thought I had more than that. But anyway, it's a great movie. 100% would love for you to watch this. Thank you, Ryan and Rachel. Thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, you're skinning me right out. James, thank you, James and Jenna. Sorry. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Ryan Cassavetes. Thank you to all the production crew. The cinematography is phenomenal. So all of that was just great. And everybody that worked on this movie or had a doing in The Notebook, you are all absolutely talented in what you do. And please don't ever give up doing what you're doing because you are absolutely outstanding at it. So if you liked this segment, please make sure you click like over here. Or it's probably over here. Who knows with me, because I'm always backwards. And then subscribe. If it's not here, then it's probably over here. But just hit subscribe and like, so that way I can be happy too, and we can just keep being happy and doing these. So have a great night. And if you don't have any movies to watch, definitely watch The Notebook. I'll talk to y'all later.